Tonight on Si's Eyes on the Skies.
It's been an extremely warm day today. Super warm down south, 60s up north. But will the warm trend continue? I'll have more coming right up.
Plus, Jackson has your national forecast. All that and more as this Tuesday, April 16th edition of Si's Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Live from Studio 171 in Ames, Iowa, the Iowa State Meteorology Department team of meteorologists brings you the latest weather from around the country and out your front door. Iowa State's longest running television program and the only live weather broadcast on campus starts right now. This is Si's Eyes on the Skies.
Welcome back to Si's Eyes. I am now joined by Benji. So Benji, we had a beautiful day today, like you said, and it looks like spring's right around the corner, but I hear we're going to get some storms tomorrow.
That is very true. We are supposed to get some big storms, but not as much as Oklahoma is supposed to get. But it was very warm today. Like, I wanted to spend all day outside, but I was stuck in class and doing homework.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I mean, summer's almost there, and as meteorologists, we can't wait for these storms.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited for the storms. Unfortunately, the storm did not get as big as we planned to. The models came in today, and they were a little lacking compared to they were yesterday. But nevertheless, still some storms. But like you guys have probably felt, and Matt alluded to, it was very warm today. Sunny skies, a very warm 77 in Ottumwa, but a little bit cooler up in the north, 66 in Mason, or 65 in Mason 60, and 66 up in Spencer. But will the storms affect our temperatures? I'll have more coming right up.
Time for tonight's weather story. On this day in 1967, a strong cold front swept across Iowa late on April 16th, producing severe thunderstorms, and that was followed by extremely strong winds on the 17th. On the evening of the 16th, a destructive tornado produced F3 damage on a path through portions of Keosauqua and Stockport, resulting in 2 fatalities, 16 injuries, and the destruction of dozens of homes, businesses, and other structures. Large hail up to 2 inches in diameter was also reported in Davis, Van Buren, and Lee County. And now, here's Jackson with a look at what's going on around the country. Jackson?
Thank you, Matt. And as you can see, we have quite a bit going on over the country this week. A lot of cloud cover and a lot of precipitation that's going to happen as the week progresses. I'll have more on that later in my full forecast.
Welcome back to Si's Eyes, everyone. Now, Jackson is here with a look at what's going on around the country.
Thank you, Matt. Sorry for the little bit of technical communications we had. Anyways, as I said earlier, we have some satellite radar imagery here showing that we have quite a bit of cloud cover over these last few hours and going into the next week. And then also quite a bit of precipitation that's you can see has formed so far and will be continuing to progress across the nation. Moving on to the watches and warnings, we have a few things going on, but nothing too major, as you can see. Kind of a little bit on the west coast and also some on the east coast as well. But nothing too crazy to worry about except for something I will come up with later in the show. As you can see, we have really, really beautiful temperatures for Iowa and the surrounding Midwest, starting as low as 61, which is actually very, very warm for this time of year, and going down to 85 degrees in St. Louis, which is extremely hot, which is super nice for, especially with the past week of weather we've had, with those real cold temperatures moving through the nation. Moving on to our northeast, we have quite a bit of range of temperatures, some as low as 35 in Caribou and down to 73 in Cincinnati, so kind of a big temperature gradient as you're looking through that. And of course, the further south you go, the nicer temperatures we will get to see. Moving even further south, we get to see that the temperatures are actually reaching down to a whopping 83 degrees in Tampa, which I'm sure they're not, I'm sure they're used to getting down there, so it seems pretty nice. But that's kind of going around all over in this section of the country. Moving down to the southwest of the country, we see temperatures kind of spotty, going from 47 degrees to, I believe it's 81 in El Paso. And 88 in Rockwell, in fact. So we can kind of see that there's real warm temperatures going around the country right now, which is really nice for a lot of people who enjoy going out in shorts and t-shirts. Up in the northwestern part of the country, we have spotty temperatures again of 50s to middle 60s, and that's going to keep things, kind of mixed up with the weather, with all the precip that's coming down and all the storms that will be moving in. Looking at the future cast for our Midwest forecast, we do have some things moving along here, which is going to bring quite a bit of precipitation, not an insane amount, but just enough to give us a little taste of what the spring has to offer for us. And that'll keep on moving in over to heading east into the Chicago area, and a few more things moving over east as well. Severe weather outlook. Now this is very important if you live down here in this section of the country. We have an enhanced risk down here in New Orleans and Jackson area. And then that's followed by a slight risk even further out and a marginal risk encompassing that. So if you're around this area, especially try to keep caution and look out for what's going on in the atmosphere in this area of the country. Our extended forecast comes to you for Champaign, Illinois, which will be 77 today, 63, 53 on Friday, 64, 75 on Sunday, 66 on Monday, and 65 on Tuesday.
Well, thank you, Jackson. That was a wonderful forecast. Now, it's time for tonight's trivia question. Which type of supercell thunderstorm has the greatest chance to form a tornado? Is it A, high precipitation, B, low precipitation, C, classic, or D, another type of storm? We'll have your answer coming right up, but for now, let's have a look at the week ahead here in Iowa with Benji.
Thanks, Matt. It is going to be it's been super warm, and the temperatures will continue slightly, but we are finally experiencing normal temperatures and bright spring sunshine, and I'll have more coming right up. Welcome back to Size Eyes. I'm future meteorologist Benji Weiberg. It was extremely sunny today in Ames, and it still is sunny right now with a warm 74 degrees. A little bit stronger of a wind than you might think right now, but it is at 11 miles an hour right now, but it is still extremely warm. And beautiful day out. It's been sunny all day. Couple scattered clouds up in the north, but other than that, sunny throughout the entire state, and it was fantastic weather. However, for the future cast, we do have some precipitation coming in. I expect Wednesday to be extremely wet. If you have any outdoor plans, make sure you have a backup to go inside somewhere. And these storms are not just rain. There is a chance for a little bit of hail in these storms. And as we continue, I expect the rain to be mostly done by about 10 p.m. this Wednesday evening. It will be still cloudy in the overnight hours, but Thursday will also experience a little bit of rain. But look at this weekend, Friday and into Saturday. It is beautiful, extremely sunny. Your Easter weekend will be fantastic, extremely sunny. Enjoy your time outdoors. It is going to be a great weekend for that. So the estimated rainfall for our Wednesday storm. Our Wednesday storm. So in the morning, it's a little bit, almost a quarter of an inch here in Ames. That's probably the most. We got a little above a tenth of an inch in Des Moines. But as we continue, we're going to experience about 3/4 of an inch of rain by Thursday. And you can see like the storm moves out, but about 3/4 of the rain in Ames and about almost an inch up in Decorah, Iowa for this rain. So our severe weather outlook, as Jackson also pointed out, this is for Wednesday. We do have a marginal and slight risk down in the southeast portion of the state, and that will allude to possibly some hail, but I don't expect anything more dangerous. But please be sure to keep track on your phones or your local TV station if we get any severe storms and possibly damaging hail on Wednesday. But for tonight, we might experience a couple scattered thunderstorms with a slight wind out of the east, which is going to go into the low pressure system, which will bring the storms coming in for tomorrow. And then tomorrow, like I said, thunderstorms, 69-degree high, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, It's going to feel pretty cool because of the rain, but this is probably the coldest day, one of the coldest days within the next 5 days. So we have 69, 54 Wednesday and Thursday, but look at that weekend, 64 and 74 on Saturday. Beautiful. 67 on Sunday with some cloudy conditions, but nevertheless, a fantastic weekend.
Looks like a great weekend coming up. Thanks for that, Benji. Now let's take another look at that trivia question. Which type of supercell thunderstorm has the greatest chance to form a tornado? Is it A, high precipitation, B, low precipitation, C, classic, or D, another type of storm? What do you guys think?
Well, I do think precipitation would kind of have a factor, but to be honest with you, it could be classic as well. So this is kind of a toss-up one over here, I'll be honest.
What do you think, Benji?
I would say a tough question, but I'm going to probably go high precipitation just because I feel like those storms would have the most energy and most amount of moisture in those cells. So I'm going to go high precipitation, but I could see, but low precipitation are also the funnest to chase because then you have the best view of the tornado. So
That is very true. Let's take a look at our answer.
let's see.
The answer is C, classic. And especially I was thinking about that. The most dangerous type of storm to chase is definitely the high precipitation storms, because then you get those tornadoes that are rain wrapped and you can't really see them.
And then pretty soon they're right on top of you.
Pretty soon they're on top of you and you're flying 100 yards above the ground.
Especially if you can't see the tornado, you think, oh, I should maybe go in and get a little closer so I can see it, but that's actually extremely dangerous because A,
Very
you don't know what
dangerous.
you're looking at, and B, it could be coming right at you and you wouldn't even notice. So
Yeah.
that's a
So,
big thing to worry
and
about.
if you go out storm chasing, make sure that you know what you're doing or with somebody that knows what they're doing. Storm chasing is a pretty dangerous activity, but
Yeah. Do not go
for
by
us
yourself, for
meteorologists,
sure.
it is very fun. So,
So yeah, I'd like to congratulate Benji tonight. He is the new producer of Size Eyes for next year. So congratulations on winning that election.
thank you.
And yeah, you have a bright future in front of you for sure. You're getting better every day. And
It's my last time on the
so
wall this
last
year.
last
so-
time on the wall for a while. So
Yeah. You
and
guys,
this is-
you
this
guys
is-
gonna be on the wall at all this year?
We're,
This is our last
we're all
one, too.
done. So this
Last
is like
one of the year.
this is like our last show. It's kind of sad. But with that, we would like to thank you guys for tuning into our show tonight. And you can look at all of our shows on YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you on Thursday. We won't see you because we're done for the year. But stay safe with those storms tomorrow in Iowa, and we'll see you next year.